All right, I think the sound is recording. I thought I had to wait till the timer over here kind of ticked down, but I guess I don't. So let's go ahead and minimize this and see what happens. I'll double check this one after it uploads into Stream. So the next thing we're going to do is insert a bar chart. So when should you use a bar chart? You want to use a bar chart when you want to compare different groups of data. And that's because it plots the numerical data in rectangular blocks and it creates a scale. So you have a very clear mental image of comparisons because you can look at the different lengths of the bars to compare things. So we're going to do a bar chart in this particular setup. And we're going to base it off of I4 through J8. I'm going to move up a little bit here. I4, oops, through J8. And I'm going to use my quick analysis. And I'm going to go to the charts tab. And I'm going to do the clustered bar chart. Remember, bar charts are going to be on their side. Column charts are straight up and down. But we're going to do the clustered bar chart. And I'm going to click it. And you might have noticed there were only 3 charts there that were displayed, and that's because Excel is going to list the charts that it recommends for your data. If you want more, you can click the more chart buttons or chart button and get more options, but that's why it only shows you 3. We're going to move this chart. So up here on your design tab for your chart tools, we're going to click the move chart button. We're going to put it on a new sheet. We're going to call that sheet bar chart. Like so. And hit OK and move it over. All right, then we can do formatting. So I'm going to go to chart styles and I'm going to look for chart style 7, which is this one. All right, I'm going to come down and I'm going to right click on one of these data bars so that I can format the data series. So choose format data series. And click the fill in line option in the pane that pops up on the right hand side. And then once you've done that, I'm going to expand the fill options. And I'm going to choose vary colors by point so that I have different colors on all the points. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click my effects button. And I am going to play around with the way it looks just a little bit with the 3D options. So for the top bevel button, I'm going to click so I get the gallery. And I'm going to look for the riblet option here. Let's see, I'm going to choose the shadow option. And for the shadow, I'm going to do the presets here. And under outer, I'm going to click offset center, which is this one. All right. I am going to click the color button. I'm going to do the white background 1 to change the color of the shadow so you can actually see some glow now. I'm going to come over here where this vertical axis is, the y-axis, so that I can play around with the labels here. All right, so I'm going to click it. I'm going to right click it and choose, and you may have to click on, it may get a little hard to do. You may have to click on actually one of the words here to get this format axis option to show. So positioning is important. And now you can see I have a format axis pane on the side. I'm going to change this where the categories are in reverse order so that auto's at the top and others at the bottom. So I'm going to check that box to do that, and it flips it around. Right. I'm going to come down to the bottom where the x-axis is. Actually, let's do it on the top because that's where it's at. So come up to the top. I'm going to right click and double check to make sure I have my format axis here. I'm going to change the range a little bit and set an upward bounds so that I don't have so many crazy numbers up. So make sure I do the right one. In the bounds area where it says maximum, I'm going to change this to 2.0 E6. So change that 5 to a 0 and then hit enter. And that'll make it change just a little bit. And then I want to add some data labels. So I'm going to come to the chart elements button here. And I'm going to go to my data labels and click the arrow to expand my options there. And I'm going to choose outside end. So it puts the numbers on the very end. And there's actually, you can put a data table on a chart. And that's in this chart elements options as well. So you see that you have data table here. And if you click it, it'll put a little data table at the bottom. I'm going to change the chart title. So I'm going to go up and click the chart title. I'm going to change, let's see. I'm going to go back to my home tab for a second so I can change the font size. And change that to 32. And then I'm going to change it to Mayor Insurance 2021 premiums in dollars. And hopefully you will have better success at spelling than I have. I gotta go fix this. There we go. And that is your bar chart.